For more than 100 years, patients from around the world have traveled to the Mayo Clinic for treatment. Now, for the first time, the famous facility is handing out do-it-yourself tips. Dr. Philip Hagen is the brains behind the Mayo Clinic Book of Home Remedies.
If someone has to come to the doctor, it's often going to cost $50 or $100 or $150. If they have to go into an emergency room, it may cost a lot more than that, $200, $300, $500, and that's a lot for anybody to pay.
Hagen asked his fellow Mayo physicians to list the most common things that their patients could take care of themselves. Topping the list, allergies and their causes, from seasonal pollens outside to irritants inside the house, like dust, pets, and mold.
Try to figure out what it is that you're reacting to, and often people can do that based on the time of year or the fact that they've got a pet. The second thing is to try to avoid the things that set off those allergies.
For example, here's how to fight dust allergens. Put a casing on your pillow and mattress. Wash your sheets in warm or hot water once a week. Vacuum every day if possible, and change your air filter every month. Another age-old treatment is to use a neti pot for rinsing your sinuses with warm salt water.
I like the movement of going back and looking at the wisdom of the ages and then applying a little science and a little testing to it to know whether it's safe for people to use.
If you have a cold or the flu, you can usually treat it at home, which over time saves lots of trips to the doctor. Because on average, preschoolers get 8 colds a year and everyone else about 3. Since there's no cure, the best medicine is to make yourself as comfortable as possible until it runs its course. But the Mayo docs say don't waste your money on over-the-counter cold preparations. For one thing, they should never be given to children under 2, and even older kids should stay away from decongestants, aspirin, and cough syrup. For anyone over 2, you can soothe a cough the natural way by mixing 2 teaspoons of honey into a cup of warm water, tea, or lemon juice. Research shows a little honey at bedtime reduced their nighttime coughing and improved sleep. A humidifier is a cheap and safe way to relieve coughs, congestion, and sore throats. Just make sure to clean it to prevent the growth of mold or bacteria. Gargling with warm salt water several times a day will help a sore throat. And believe it or not, chicken soup can make a difference. It's a proven anti-inflammatory, reduces mucus in the respiratory tract, and relieves congestion. You can possibly shorten the duration of a cold or flu by taking high doses of vitamin C, zinc lozenges, or the herbs echinacea and andrographis. Fevers, on the other hand, can be tricky. Those under 101 degrees should not be treated with medicine because low-grade fevers actually help the body eliminate a virus. But
if your child has a fever over 104, we think that's a time that it really is, you do need to go in and talk to the doctor and see. If you're an adult and you've got a fever and it's less than 101, we're comfortable with you watching it. If it's over 101, we're comfortable with you treating it with something like acetaminophen at home and caring for yourself. But if it stays at 101 or keeps coming back for a couple of days, then we do think you need to go see your doctor and try to figure out.
And no matter what time of year it is, millions of Americans need a little pain relief or a good night's sleep. Doctors say chili pepper seed, when used as a rub, is the most effective way to ease aching joints. And for insomnia, try a lavender fragrance and drink milk.
There's an amino acid in milk called tryptophan that helps make people sleepy. So we can do some things our grandparents would tell us to do. Have a glass of milk before you go to bed.
So take it from the experts. With a little know-how, home remedies can save you time and money. Lori Johnson, CBN News.